Hey everybody, it's Regina Lees, the Zen Organizer. And as you may have seen from some of my posts, I am calling a tribe to me. The Zen Organizers United, the Zen Organizing Tribe. And I want to explain to you just a little bit of what do I mean by the word tribe? Because in my world, for my purposes, it is not political, it's not religious. I'm not trying to put together a group of people who are going to argue and be vicious all the time. I am looking for loving, creative, supportive human beings who understand the deeper meaning of what organizing is all about. So let me tell you what I mean, first of all, by tribe, by telling you my first experience with that light bulb moment when I thought, oh, this is my tribe. I grew up in Brooklyn, New York, and I was a very sheltered only child. I went to private school for 12 years. We wore uniforms. Everybody was supposed to think the same, dress the same, act the same, be the same. And inside, I was this wild, creative soul. And I never really had friends that I could relate to. Well, in truth, I never really had any friends, but that's another story. I knew from the time I was 5 I was going to be an actress. And when I got to college, I announced to my parents, who were in shock until the day they died, that I was going to major in theater. And in my junior year, I started my theater studies. And I can remember deeply, passionately, emotionally, that first moment when I walked into the theater department and I got it. I got it right away. I was home. This was my tribe. We didn't look alike, we didn't act alike, we didn't sound alike. Some of us were actors, some of us were singer actors, some of us were dancer actors, some were singer dancer actors. But what we had in common was we were nonconformists and we wanted to do the best creative work we possibly could. That is what united us. And I was in heaven. And that feeling of belonging, of being encouraged to grow, of never being judged or criticized is what I want to create. And it can only happen if I attract a group of people who feel exactly the same way. So let me go into a little detail about how I might describe someone in this tribe, and you see if that's you. And if it's you, I welcome you to join us. So, first of all, I'm pretty sure you're creative and you like to have fun, because those are the two aspects of organizing that most people miss. They just don't get that it's a blast to organize. It is fun and it's endlessly creative. The other thing is, you probably are a spiritual person and you have some sense that you were born for a purpose. And if you have an organized environment, you're going to be able to think more clearly. And if you can think more clearly, it will be easier for you to discover what is my life's purpose, and far easier for you to actually bring it to fruition, because your environment will nurture, love, and support you, not constantly bombard you with guilt and shame and fear and stuff. And really, so many people waste their lives. They walk in the front door and they're always on a quest for something. Where are my keys? Where are my glasses? Where's the remote? Oh no, I have to have Johnny's birth certificate for tomorrow. Oh my gosh, I have no idea where that is. We remove that drama from your life. That's just taking the energy that was given to you, with which you can be creative and have fun, and using it to postpone all of that. And then in the process, you look very busy, right? Yeah, that's also part of avoidance. Now we're going to have you busy doing what you love and what you came to do. I think somebody in this group thinks outside the box and is always looking for a new and creative way to do something. I am currently making product videos that I put up at Instagram. And once the tribe launches, which will, well, the launch is Thanksgiving week, but the group itself will come together on January 1st in honor of the new year, the year that leads us out of COVID back to whatever the new normal is going to look like. Okay, so let me tell you something about the group. We are going to meet once a week in a Facebook setting. And I have the most beautiful, experienced Zen organizer who's going to be the moderator. And you will give her your questions and she will coordinate them, and then she'll ask me, and for an hour I am all yours. Now, if you're just starting out, you will have questions about 1 year to an organized life, which is the text for the group. And then as you travel on, you may leave for a while because your membership is forever. So you might say, Regina, I got it. The environment is beautiful. I'm good to go. Thanks. But in a year or two, you might suddenly get pregnant, get married, have a new job, suffer a loss you didn't expect, a loved one, a job, a move you didn't want to take on, something. And you'll want to be in a group that will help you organize your way through that difficulty. I will tell you as an example that I am a very proud 18-year cancer survivor. And if I had not been organized during that journey, I don't know what I would have done, because not only do you have to emotionally prepare for a journey like that, but when it's medical, it comes with a barrage of medical bills, and people make mistakes on these papers they send you. So organizing was an enormous aid to me, and it will help you through anything, because organizing is what undergirds everything. Now, I'll give you 2 examples. I live in Los Angeles in a neighborhood where new buildings cannot be more than 4 stories high. It's very sad to me that they take out the small multiplexes, but it is fascinating to watch what happens. They get knocked down, they get dragged out and carted away like so much trash, which they have been turned into. And then the work of excavation begins, because the foundation for a small multiplex is very different than for one that will rise 4 stories in the sky. And it goes deep into the earth, and big machinery and lots of worker bees show up. And I see in that what happens in life. We always want something more, something better. I want to live in a better house. I want to make more money. I want to get married. I want to have children, whatever that bigger, better is to you. Well, it really helps if you're the kind of person who's willing to say, well, this is where I am now. How did I get here? Let me examine the past for the clues, because that was cause for this effect. And once I understand that, I can disengage, set new causes in motion, and then very easily manifest that next experience that I want to have. So if you think along those lines, then you have found your tribe. I said I would give you a second example. You know, sometimes it isn't as big and remarkable as a building, but organizing is everything. Let me give you an example, something that's coming up. On January 20th, one president will be leaving the White House and another one will be moving in. What I wouldn't give to know how the team that does that, how do they work? How many are on the team? How many years have they been there? How do they make that happen in a matter of in a matter of hours? There's organizing. When COVID hit, we had to learn how to homeschool our children, how the teachers had to figure out how they would remote teach. Everything is looking at the whole, not being overwhelmed by it, breaking it down into chunks that you can deal with, and then working what I call the magic formula. Eliminate what I don't need, don't want, don't have to consider right now. It could be clothes in your closet. It could be, how am I going to erect that 4-story building? Then you put everything that you do need into categories. And then finally, you start your organizing. And the last step of that process, that 5-step process, is maintenance. You know, listen, I went to the dentist a few months ago. I had a clean bill of health. I love my teeth. I take good care of them. But that doesn't mean I never have to go back, does it? No, I have to brush and floss. I have to go every 6 months because I want to die with these choppers in my head. You know what I'm saying? So everything requires maintenance. Goodness gracious, our relationships require maintenance, don't they? So some people are surprised that once they organize their closet or their file system, they have to maintain it. And I think, well, I don't know what in life you don't have to maintain. So there's a news flash. So here's what we're going to do. So we're going to have that weekly meeting. Every week I will send you an email that's just for you guys. And it might be about my new favorite product. It might be about a new way to do something. It might be a story that I heard that illustrates something in Zen organizing. It'll be a surprise to me and to you. And then when you first join, you will get 6 lessons, and they're going to be archived at my website because I want to be free to switch out images and explain things differently. I want that to be evergreen material, but always being of the moment. So if you haven't seen it in 2 years and you say to yourself, you know, I got to review that Zen organizing thing. I've been out of the group for a while. I want you to be surprised and delighted that I'm teaching you something you know and love in a slightly different way. And it keeps it alive for me as well. So those 6 lessons will roll out as of January 1st, starting January 1st, one a week, and then we'll archive them, and then they'll be available to you whenever you need them or want them. And that's it. It's going to be the basics of Zen organizing in those lessons, and then we're going to do 2 projects together. Probably your closet and your kitchen, because if you can eat and get dressed, you're pretty good. So weekly contact with me via email, weekly meeting with me, and those will be recorded and they'll be archived on the site. So you can always review those as well. It's going to be a journey of learning to look at organizing as a fun, creative endeavor with fun, creative people. And I am sure that relationships will form on the board. There is no upselling in this program. Your fee is $300 for life. That's a bargain, I think. Now, stay tuned, because when we go live, which I think will be Thanksgiving, because I don't know about you, but I canceled my Thanksgiving plans and I'm staying home, so I'll be all yours on Thanksgiving. You know, life is, you got to do the do. Anyway, we are going to have a launch special from probably Thanksgiving or Black Friday to Cyber Monday. And that will be 25% off. So you can get this amazing bargain for $225 instead of $300, which going forward after Cyber Monday, that's what it'll be for life. No more sales. This is it. And we're doing that now so you can have an opportunity to gift your friends and family with it. What a lovely present. We'll send you a beautiful gift certificate and you can slip it into a copy of When You're to Organized Life. And that's a very sweet way of helping somebody get organized without showing any judgment. No guilt, no fear, no shame. None of that negative stuff happens in Zen organizing. We are a group of loving, supporting people who want to grow and fulfill our life's purpose and do it in a creative, fun way. So here's my question. Are you in my tribe? DM me if you are.